Are you someone who uses air travel to get from one place to another? You might want to watch this video as I give you some really useful tips to stay healthy during air travel. Many of us know the fact that the airplane's cabin is pressurized. What a lot of us probably do not know is the fact that the airplane's cabin is also dehumidified, which means the moisture content is taken out. If I have to give you something for comparison, the relative humidity of Sahara Desert is about 25%, and the humidity inside the airplane's cabin is about 15 to 20%. The air is significantly dry. Now this is done for a very important reason. Your airplane's body is made of metal. If you do not take the moisture content out, it's going to cause corrosion on the metal, and the airplane's body will not really hold up for as long as it is expected to hold up. For this reason, your airplane's cabin is dehumidified. So what does this mean to you as a passenger, and what can you do about it? Number one, stay hydrated. Air travel makes your body lose about 8 ounces of water every hour you're in flight. So if you're taking a 4-hour flight, your body is going to lose about 1 liter of water. And if you're taking one of those long-haul flights of 12 to 16 hours, your body is losing nearly 3 to 4 liters of water. Now that's a lot. So make sure to have at least 8 ounces of water every single hour when you fly. And again, don't chug all the water at once. Chugging doesn't help here. Your body can take only so much water at a point in time to hydrate itself, and the rest goes wasted. So take about 8 ounces of water every single hour, you're going to be good. If you fail to do this, you might probably walk out of the airport with a splitting headache thinking that you fell sick. You're not sick, you're probably just dehydrated. Number two, avoid/minimize alcohol in flight. We all know that alcohol dehydrates our bodies. Air travel is already dehydrating your body. You're only going to make it worse if you take in too much alcohol when you fly. If you really feel like having alcohol, have a little bit of it and make sure to have a lot of water to compensate for the alcohol that you've had. Number three, carry a travel size moisturizer with you. Now because of the lack of humidity, your skin is going to dry up so fast. And your skin needs hydration. Your skin cells need a certain amount of moisture. So you got to provide that moisture. So carry a travel size moisturizer with you. And if you're one of those people who gets itchy eyes and dry nose after air travel, there's no harm in also carrying a travel size nasal spray and a travel size eye drops with you for hydration. And again, note the word travel size. You don't want the security guy to toss your bottle into the trash can because it's not travel size. Tip number 4 and 5 are for you if you're one of those people who fall sick easily. So if you're one of those, pay attention. Tip number 4, you might want to avoid the water given to you by the airlines. Now we do have something called an airline drinking water rule, which mandates that all airlines provide safe drinking water to passengers. Now airlines do try their best to give safe drinking water, but because of the conditions in which they fill their tanks and the atmospheric conditions up there, it's not always safe for drinking purposes. And if you're one of those people who falls sick easily, you could catch up with some infections. Remember, you're spending hundreds of dollars on your flight ticket. You might as well spend a few extra dollars to get bottled water when you fly. Tip number 5, wear a mask. Now I don't have to teach you this. We live in the time of coronavirus, and the COVID-19 pandemic has made sure that we put on our masks the moment we step out of our houses. But even if the world gets better, even if COVID-19 goes away, still wear a mask if you're one of those people who falls sick easily. The reason I say this is because of the lack of humidity up there. Your mucous membranes are going to dry up. Your nose, your throat, your eyes, all of these things get dried up so fast. And you become vulnerable to airborne infections. So you could catch up with one of those flu viruses so easily up in the air than in the ground. So please make sure to wear a mask. So these are the 5 tips that I have for you with regards to humidity and air travel. Which of these did you find to be the most useful? Leave them in the comments and I'll be more than happy to know from you. And if you have additional tips to combat humidity during air travel, leave them in the comments as well. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and consider subscribing to Flight Right on YouTube. I will see you in my next video. Until then, take care.